Remen is hiring experienced account representatives if you're in wholesale.
Yes.
If you're a wholesale account rep and you want to work with a great company, we've worked with Remen forever, man. These guys are killer.
They're so great, dude.
They are.
I love them so much.
Or if you want to get back into wholesale, and again, you've got experience, talk with these guys. It's worth your time. Just click this banner right over there. If it's on Facebook, right up above.
Right.
I was having a conversation with somebody who actually sells mortgage companies a couple of days ago.
Oh, so he finds mortgage companies that want to be bought, basically, and
and facilitates
finds buyers to buy them.
Yeah, because you might have somebody who wants to sell overnight, or somebody who wants to hold on to a little ownership and maybe a little bit of the risk. You know, jumping out of the risk is the big thing. But it was interesting. He had all these fantastic numbers at his beck and call.
Wow.
It was cool. He was like, okay, well, this company's doing this much business. This company, and he had he had everybody's numbers.
So you can just give him a company name and he goes, you know, they did this much last year.
Right, and he said something that we are all familiar with. He said, well, you know, we don't have 2017's numbers yet, but 2016, we're off 15% overall in production from 2015. And it's going to be worse this upcoming year. So we know that production as an industry is down, but it was codified by this guy.
Okay.
And so I started thinking, why is our overall production down? And we can distill it down. Well, we can distill it down to inventory. And rates, well, no. We can distill it down to one thing.
What?
One thing. Well, let's talk about it here. All right, guys, here goes. There are 10% fewer new homes right now than there were last year.
Okay.
There are 10% fewer. Think of that number, it's big. Rates are above last year, just what you were talking about. And new home construction is pacing slower than it did the previous year. Okay. We call this year over negative numbers. Not a good thing.
Right.
This trend has no solution whatsoever in sight. It's not on the horizons. It's not even over the hill far down away.
Wow.
We have a massive and seemingly incorrectable labor shortage in construction. That's it.
Okay. So, build more homes? Well, we can't. Why? We don't have enough labor. Right now, we're building homes as fast as humanly possible, and it's just not fast enough. Not even close. So, connect the dots here, guys. If real estate and lenders want more success, they need more homes and loans to sell, right? For that to happen, we need more homes to get out there. And for that to happen, we need more workers, both foreign and domestic. In order for that to happen, we need to increase the immigration of skilled labor and get more domestic labor off the dole and onto the construction sites, man.
So check this out. Here's a graph from builderonline.com. Look at it. Let this sink in. Seriously, look at this and let it sink in, because here is half of your entire problem. We need to import more skilled migrant labor, period.
Interesting.
Look at the shortages. Hey, Frank, here's a riddle for you all.
Okay.
What do electricians, painters, plumbers, roofers, drywall installers, cement and brick masons, and carpenters all have in common? One, they're vital for building homes.
True.
And two, we don't have enough of any of them coming into this country right now.
Interesting, that's right. In our country right now, 37% of construction laborers are foreign-born. 54% stucco and plaster mason, 49% of our drywall installers, 48% of our painters, 46% of our carpet and flooring guys, 45% of our roofers, and 39% of our masons are all foreign-born.
Wow.
And where are they coming from?
Iceland.
No.
Norway.
No.
Greenland.
No.
Newfoundland.
No.
Finland.
No. I'll give you a hint.
Taco Bell as the roller. Make a run for the border.
Canada?
No, well, kind of, but not really.
The Americas, guys, south of the border. Here's a graph of construction-related jobs. Of our immigrant jobs in construction, 54%, over half of them, are from Mexico.
Interesting.
32% come from the Americas, less the United States, guys, because remember, this is our migrant workers.
Right.
So Canada, yeah, maybe a tad. But this is virtually all the likes of Central America. That's 86% of the work that we so just desperately effing need right now is going to come south of the border.
Interesting.
Now, everybody, do me a favor right now. Let's throw our politics out the window.
Okay.
I'm not talking about all of immigration. I'm just trying to point out what we know is true for everybody right now. Housing and the need for it, that we all can afford. The solution it must include extending immigration. Hell, at this point, we might need to encourage immigration, like, I don't know, run some commercials down in Mexico trying to hook more people to come over here. You know, could you imagine that? Like the California commercials?
Yeah, that'd be something.
Which they show in California makes no sense to me.
Right.
Guys, just understand, immigration is part of the solution here.
Without a doubt. You can't argue it.
No.
It's part of the solution, man. Anyway, the other part is domestic.
Yeah, that's you guys.
Yeah. Now, it's been pointed out that the real unemployment number is the participation rate.
That's true.
Not the unemployment numbers, and here's why. Unemployment only counts those looking for work. So let's say you're able-bodied and you're looking for work.
Yeah.
You'd count in the unemployment numbers.
Just can't find it.
But let's say you wake up one day and you say, screw it.
Yeah.
I'm going to go on welfare.
I want to work.
I'm going to quit looking for work, right? You're out of the unemployment numbers. And in that case, unemployment goes down.
That's good.
No. You're still unemployed,
Yeah.
and if you just quit trying to work and decide to, you know, suck off the system,
Welfare!
right, you're an unemployed, you know, dude, bum / lazy guy at this
Right.
point, right? You just quit trying to work. So
Bum.
you're part of the labor
You're a
participation rate at that point. You made that number go down because you're not participating anymore. So we need participation in labor to go up more than unemployment to go down. So get it?
Yeah, I got it.
Makes sense. So here's our participation rate numbers.
So look over to the right here. We're going to use the month of December for every year. At the top, in the right, in 2007, participation was at 66%. That means 66% of you were actually looking for work. In 2008, that number went down to 65.8. In 2009, that number went down to 64.6. And in fact, in every year since 2007, our national participation rate has gone down, meaning fewer and fewer people who can work are even trying to find work. Now, why is that? Who cares, really? Who gives a crap? Here's what we do know for sure. We have a lot of good paying jobs in construction right now that need to get filled. And we have a whole bunch of people who can work that are not even looking for jobs. They need to fill those jobs. And if those people, and only those people who can work but just don't want to, we're not talking about single moms raising 4 kids. No. We're not going there. But if you can and just don't want to work, and that person won't take a job in construction, if they receive any type of assistance, federal or state, we need to shut that stuff off right now. We call that, I don't know, motivation to get your ass off the couch, quit being a bum, and get to work.
So now, how can we prove this is not a political slanted rambling?
Because it sure seems that way.
It does.
All right.
One, we said we need more immigration, especially from our southern border.
yeah.
Of course, this is pissing off a lot of conservatives out there. And we've said we need to cut welfare off for those who won't fill
Bums.
jobs that are available
Bums.
all over the country. And of course, this is going to be pissing off some of our liberal friends out there,
Yeah.
right? If this was political,
Yes.
well, it's hard to curry favor if you're pissing off both sides, right?
Is that what we just did?
Yeah, I think we did.
No, it's not political. If you want to close more deals, guys, as real estate agents and lenders, we can distill our problem down to one point: construction labor shortages. We told you that before. Fix that, and you all make more money. Oh, and people actually get homes that they can afford.
Don't fix it. 2018 is going to be a rough year for a whole bunch of us out there.
You know, I'll tell you, we've talked about this time and time again. As a company, as an individual loan officer, you're going to need a bigger piece of the pie